Hey guys, welcome back to 2K24 Universe mode. I just want to take a second real quick to thank every single one of you that liked and watched the last episode. The support was insane, so I very much appreciate that. In this episode, we have SmackDown, the very last episode before the Money in the Bank PLE, and then you can see 2 weeks later we got Payback. We'll get into that later on though. The SmackDown champions, Cody Rhodes, our SmackDown champ. He won at Night of Champions. Dexter Lumis actually lost in the six-pack challenge. He was the last man eliminated for the United States Championship, but then beat Rey Mysterio on SmackDown a couple weeks ago. DIY is your SmackDown Tag Team Champs, and Becky Lynch is your SmackDown Women's Champion. So those are your champions. Those are all your first champions in this Universe mode. Besides Dexter Lumis, he beat Rey Mysterio, like we just said. He's in action for a Money in the Bank qualifying match against Jey Uso tonight. Winner gets that last spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Pretty Deadly makes their debut. They go up against Imperium. Cody Rhodes has a tune-up match against Butch. And as you can see, Cody Rhodes will take on Sheamus at Money in the Bank for the SmackDown title. Asuka takes on Becky Lynch, and Io Sky will be in Asuka's corner, and that's because Io Sky will take on Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky Lynch beat Bayley to win the title at Night of Champions, and now she's going to take another member of Damage Control in Io Sky. Liv Morgan versus Valhalla for the last spot in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, as Valhalla will be making her debut. And our main event tonight, like we said in the last episode, it will be LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes taking on DIY for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. They will be defending them for the first time. So we'll get into the match now. First match, Dexter Lumis versus Jey Uso. So Dexter Lumis won't be defending his United States Championship at Money in the Bank, and he's hoping he'll still be at the pay-per-view. As if he could pick up a win against Jey Uso tonight, he'll be in the ladder match. And Jey Uso, of course, looking to do the opposite, beat the United States Champion, get himself into the Money in the Bank ladder match, and I would say he probably has a good claim of being the #1 contender for the United States Championship, if he can win it, of course. So we will see. And the Money in the Bank ladder match is almost settled. This is the last spot. After this match, we'll show you all 8 that are be involved. But just in case you forgot the 7 right now, Drew McIntyre, Carmelo Hayes, Sami Zayn, Karrion Kross, LA Knight, Kevin Owens, and as you saw in the last episode, Damian Priest beat Austin Theory, so he is the 7th guy now. And we'll have the 8th guy after this match. Is Jey Uso and Dexter Lumis square off, as it's Uso on the upper hand to start things off as he drops Dexter Lumis on the ropes. Good to see that move is still very popular in this game. Remember in 2K23, it's pretty much all they did, drop them on the ropes one way or another, or on the top turnbuckle, very common, as the Dexter Lumis with a nice leg sweep to get momentum as he ground and pounds on Jey Uso. Jey Uso, the Usos are still together in this Universe mode. If you're new to this Universe mode, they're still a brotherly tag team. They haven't been doing well though in the tag team division. They lost a couple matches already. So now Jey Uso just gonna go on, try to work solo. Maybe if he can do a little bit better solo, then maybe they'll both go their separate ways. As Uso on the attack on the United States Champion. And the reason why Dexter Lumis isn't defending his U.S. title at Money in the Bank is because, springboard dropkick from Dexter Lumis. That looked a little slow, but it all worked out. The reason why Dexter Lumis isn't defending the United States Champion, well, is he just won the title a couple weeks ago on SmackDown. Like we talked, Jey Uso busted open already after that DDT. Wow. Jey Uso bleeding early on in this match. It's Dexter Lumis on the attack of that head, that already busted open face of Jey Uso. But anyway, Dexter Lumis was the last man eliminated in the six-pack challenge at Night of Champions. Rey Mysterio won that, became the first United States champion in this Universe mode, and right away, they went one-on-one for the United States Championship to SmackDown after, and Dexter Lumis surprisingly beat Rey Mysterio and is the new United States champion. So here we are, and Dexter Lumis still working on the face. That's why Uso is busted open so quickly. Just shot after shot to the head. And Uso's taking a beating here. The United States champ looks pretty good. He's going for a cover, but called off early for a rope break. Dexter Lumis feeling himself in this one, as he should. He's on the attack looking for another springboard. Drop kick. He lands it again. And it goes for the cover. Let's see. Counts a little faster this time, but kick out at 1 from Jey Uso. Referee was not good in the last episode. My goodness, was he slow. Hopefully this referee could be a little faster. Looks like it so far, but it's hard to tell. Super kick from Jey Uso and a nice elbow drop there. Kick to the midsection and down with the elbow again. As Dexter Lumis going to crawl out of the ring, try to catch his breath for a sec, but Uso going to the top rope. Jey Uso elbow drop on Dexter Lumis on the outside. High flying Jey Uso now feeling himself. He has the momentum. As this match goes to the outside, Jey Uso with a nice neck breaker there. And oh, Dexter Lumis now busted open after that kick to the face. So both superstars busted open at this point. And Jey Uso now working on that area that's busted open. So it's a good match so far. Both superstars trading a lot of blows. Both busted open. This one as we get back in the ring. And what's this here? Oh, it looks like we got trading blows. I think this is new to 2K24. The superstars are going to be trading blows here. Dexter Lumis and Jey Uso going back and forth. It's Lumis with the chop. Uso with the chop. Dexter Lumis countered from Uso. Uso on the attack, but another chop from Dexter Lumis. Slap from Uso. Super kick to the midsection. And a nice punch. Down goes Dexter Lumis. Cover from Jey Uso. Can this be it? 1, 2, and kick out from Dexter Lumis at 2. Was a little slow at the count, but I guess this is how it's going to be. Uso going up top. Might be looking for an Uso splash. There he goes. Jey Uso. Uso splash. Cover. 1, 2, and 3. Jey Uso has beaten the United States champion, and he is going to Money in the Bank. He will be the last man in it. And even if he doesn't win it, I think the future of Jey Uso is looking bright because he just pinned the United States champion clean here on SmackDown tonight. So we'll see how he does in the Money in the Bank match. But all 8 people are now settled. There you have it. Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, Karrion Kross, Damian Priest, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. Who will win the Money in the Bank ladder match? Let me know what you guys think down below. Here's the rest of the results. Pretty Deadly lost on their debut. Imperium picks up a much-needed win for them. Cody Rhodes won his tune-up match against Butch. Becky Lynch beat Asuka. Not an easy match for her, but the champ wins it. And now we'll move on to our last 2 matches of the night as we'll figure out the final woman that will be in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. That will open the show next episode at Money in the Bank. Stay tuned to the end of this episode, or skip ahead if you don't feel like watching. But at the end of this episode, I'll have the whole entire match card for Money in the Bank PLE. So just in case you missed anything, the whole match card will be there, and that video should be up in I'll need a couple days to record it and get it all voiceover to edit all that stuff, but it'll be exciting pay-per-view for sure. As Valhalla makes her debut, coming out with the antlers, of course. This should be a good one. Liv Morgan definitely the favorite, but Valhalla in this one, it's her debut. She's trying to make a name for herself. She could use a big first win here. As these 2 square off in the middle of the ring, back and forth they go, a couple counters each, and it's a nice German suplex from Valhalla early on. A nice knee right to the face. Barefooted Viking Valhalla. Not the I feel like this game didn't really do her justice. She doesn't really look that, I don't know, something with her face just looks weird in this game, but could just be me. And a nice suplex right there to Liv Morgan to Valhalla right now, early on in this one. The women's division, by the way, just the 2 main titles, the Raw Women's title and the SmackDown Women's title. We talk about adding possibly new titles for the women, and we might do that. The women's tag team title, it's just hard with the brand split, so you got to figure that out. Cover quickly from Valhalla, 1, but a kick out from Liv Morgan. Just hard to do all that. I was thinking more of along the lines like a, because if I do a women's tag team, then they would have to appear on both Raw and SmackDown. It could be a little tricky. But maybe if I do like the Women's United States, the Women's Intercontinental, I've seen that idea floated around. I don't mind it, so that might be something. We do just expand the women's division, make a little bit more meaningful matches, and a nice springboard there from Liv Morgan. So that's something we'll definitely look into. Just don't know right now. And as for the new titles, like the new World Heavyweight and the Undisputed, we'll see if we have that. Here's Valhalla. She might be looking for a suicide dive here. Here she goes on the outside and lands a suicide dive to Liv Morgan. Valhalla looking good here in her debut against Liv Morgan, who obviously is no jobber, that is for sure. She hasn't had the best run in this Universe mode. These two work on the outside. In the first month of the Universe mode, Liv Morgan, she did not pick up a win, I don't think. We'll go over the match here. I think she lost to, if I remember correctly, she lost to Asuka and she lost to Bayley last month. So I don't think she's picked up a solos win yet. I could be wrong about that. I don't think I am. I think Liv Morgan hasn't picked up a solo win yet, which is surprising. But there's a lot of good women on SmackDown. All of Damage Control is good. You got Becky Lynch, Indy Hartwell, who's on fire. So you got a lot of up-and-coming women as well. As Liv Morgan, I'm not sure what she was trying there, but gets stuffed out by Valhalla. Kick to the midsection. Liv Morgan maybe looking for something here. Yes, she lands it. The 201 facebuster. Can that do it? No, Liv Morgan wants Valhalla up. What has she got? Got it. She got it. Liv Morgan with the complete shot. And this might do it. She hit the 201 face breaker into the complete shot, and that should be it. Liv Morgan, 1, 2, and kick out. Wow. Valhalla just kicked out. I can't believe it. Wow, it looked like Liv Morgan had that match won. And just to kick out from Valhalla. Liv Morgan feeling herself, though. She's feeling confident. Maybe she spoke too soon. Nice headbutt from Valhalla. Valhalla early on. She can have some big moves. It's been a good debut for her so far. Whether she wins or loses, she's looked good against Liv Morgan. Held her own. Kicked out of a good move. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what she can do. Along the ropes is... Oh, wait a minute. Valhalla looking for the Kentucky knee right to the back of Liv Morgan. This might be it. Cover. 1, 2, and kick out from Liv Morgan. Wow, that was scary. Valhalla thought she might have just picked up a win with that Kentucky knee. Liv Morgan just kicked out both supers. And another suicide dive from Valhalla. This lady's crazy. She is looking good right now. Wow, let me tell you. Move after move, counter after counter. And look at this, the strength of Valhalla. She is a force to be reckoned with. I think she's trying to make a name for herself and let these other ladies of SmackDown know she is in it. And she's coming for that SmackDown Championship. She's looking good. Liv Morgan still doing her taunt on the outside. Throws Valhalla back in, but as soon as she gets in the ring, she gets clothesline. And Valhalla now on the attack. Look for an elbow drop, but missed. Liv Morgan looked for a clothesline, but missed there. And Valhalla with a fireman's carry, and she's going to drop Liv Morgan right on that top turnbuckle. Yeah, Valhalla, easy strength. Easy strength so far. Let's see what she's got now. Valhalla. Looks like she wants to go in the other corner. All right. Puts Liv Morgan in the corner. And she's just going to work on the arm. I think one more big move, and this match might be over because both superstars landed some big ones already. Can't believe Liv Morgan did not win that after the 201 face breaker. And then the jumping complete shot. Thought she had that one. Valhalla, what she got planned here. She was moving Liv Morgan towards the middle of the ring. Thought for a reason, but no. Liv Morgan will crawl away and get to the apron. Try and buy some time. Nice counter from Liv Morgan. Thought she was going to do a move there. Nope. Caught by Valhalla, but nice enziguri from Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan with a clothesline. And here we go. Liv Morgan getting the momentum now. And a nice takedown from Liv Morgan. Can she capitalize on this? Liv whips Valhalla and his shoulder tackle. And Valhalla wisely gets out of the ring, but Liv Morgan with the suicide dive this time. So Valhalla had 2 of those, and Liv Morgan comes flying by with one. It looked like she had a move planned there, Liv Morgan, but Valhalla wisely crawled out of the ring, and Liv Morgan wasn't too happy about that. That's why that suicide dive came. Smart move by Valhalla, though. She just got out of the way at the right time. Very, very smart. Back in the ring we go. Liv Morgan knows she's just one big move away from getting to the Money in the Bank. She needs her in the ring. Yo, whip to the ropes. Drop kick from Liv. Valhalla back up quickly. And a DDT from Liv Morgan. But right back up is Valhalla. Oh, nice counter. And a forearm right to the face. Maybe looking for a German? Nope. As Liv Morgan up against the ropes with a nice chop. And this is another Kentucky knee from Valhalla. That might do it. Liv Morgan's taking a beating in this one. The cover. 1, 2, and 3. She's done it. She's won on her debut with a very impressive win. And she has beaten Liv Morgan. Wow, my goodness. What an impressive win from Valhalla. She has put her name on the SmackDown map. That is for sure. She has shown she is going to be a force to be reckoned with. And she is the last woman in that women's Money in the Bank match. We're going to show you all 8 right now. As we have in the Money in the Bank, including Valhalla now. It'll be her, and it will be these other 7 women. Indy Hartwell, Tiffany Stratton, Asuka, Alba Fire, Dakota Kai, Michin, and Zoe Stark. So who you guys think will win the men's and women's Money in the Bank? Comment down below. Let's get into our main event for tonight. LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes taking on DIY for the SmackDown Championships. If you guys were wondering, if you haven't watched back, how LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes became a tag team, well, it's pretty simple actually. Carmelo Hayes was, I want to say in a rivalry because it has not been settled yet because we've had too much going on with six-pack challenge and now the Money in the Bank qualifier, so they haven't really had any time to settle it, but they will. But Ricochet and Carmelo Hayes were in a bit of a, I guess you could say like a rivalry, start of it at least. Ricochet attacked Carmelo Hayes with a chair for no reason during a tag team match. So the very first episode of SmackDown, Ricochet actually beat Carmelo Hayes one-on-one. And that next episode, or a couple weeks later, I should say. Or was it the next one? Yeah, a couple weeks later, it was LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes. They teamed up to take on Ricochet and Logan Paul because LA Knight doesn't like Logan Paul and Carmelo Hayes doesn't like Ricochet. So the 4 of them, went into a tag team match. And yeah, they just kind of it all worked out. That match ended in disqualification because Ricochet hit Carmelo Hayes over the head with the chair. But since then, LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes have been pretty friendly together, and so have Ricochet and Logan Paul, but they haven't really gotten the tag team scene yet. But Carmelo Hayes and LA Knight looking to make a name for themselves in the tag team division and looking to bring home the tag team titles. They're both in the Money in the Bank ladder match, so they're going to have to verse each other yet again. They were both in the six-pack challenge. LA Knight actually eliminated Carmelo Hayes, but there's no bad blood between them. And I'm sure at some point during that 8-man ladder match, at next episode at Money in the Bank, they will meet and have to fight each other. So that'll be funny if they end up becoming the SmackDown Tag Champs, that they might have to beat each other up at certain points, but they understand, every man for himself to get that Money in the Bank shot. As Johnny Gargano misses there, as LA Knight already with the tag to Carmelo Hayes, and Hayes and Gargano in the middle of the ring. But yes, they understand that. So far, so good between LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes, and they've already got themselves a shot at a title. DIY, though, has been super impressive. They've beat Imperium a couple of times, and they beat him on Night of Champions for the title, so they became the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions in this Universe mode. So they haven't lost yet as a tag team, so they're looking pretty good. So even though Carmelo Hayes and LA Knight, they might be pretty good individually, it takes a lot of work to work as a tag team, and DIY have that more of an experience. They've already won the belts, so I think you could say they're probably still the favorites in this tonight's main event. A nice cutter there from Johnny Gargano. On the outside we go already. A count of 8. They need to get back in the ring, and that's exactly where Gargano's going to go. And while he's in there, he's going to try to work on LA Knight on the outside. Has a nice DDT onto the apron. Nice move from Gargano as Carmelo Hayes will work on Ciampa in the meantime, but Ciampa with a nice counter. Of course, in tag team matches, they can, they could be quick or they could go a really long time. It kind of just depends on how quickly the opponents can get in the ring sometimes from that apron. A nice clothesline from Carmelo Hayes. I've noticed in this game so far that I feel like they don't come it's not as bad, so we'll see. Whipped into the ropes, and Tommaso Ciampa with a nice front suplex on Carmelo Hayes. Going for a quick cover, but won't even get a count. Referee a little slow there. Plus, it's very early on in this one. It's going to take a lot more than that to pin Carmelo Hayes. A nice neck breaker right there. White noise from Tommaso Ciampa. And Ciampa feeling himself as Carmelo Hayes will go outside and catch his breath. Let's see what Tommaso Ciampa's got planned. He might be looking for a suicide dive. And yep, goes on the outside, but nobody home. Carmelo Hayes gets out of the way. Ciampa lands right on the mat on the outside. Carmelo Hayes tucked the crowd a little bit. And a nice backstabber from Tommaso Ciampa. But right back up is Carmelo Hayes. As this match goes on the outside, I'm sure it'll get back in a second. But yeah, if LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes can win this, be something, the tag team champs in the Money in the Bank ladder match, be cool to see. As we already had one new champion crowned on SmackDown a couple weeks ago. We talked about that earlier as well. Dexter Lumis beat Rey Mysterio for the United States champion. So we've seen titles change hands already on SmackDown. Wouldn't be uncommon. Nice German suplex though from Tommaso Ciampa. DIY do look pretty good in this one. And now LA Knight with a nice suplex to Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa trying to crawl back to Johnny Gargano, but LA Knight not letting him go that far. A nice counter from Ciampa to get back on the upper hand, and he finally will make that tag to Gargano. So Gargano and LA Knight in the ring, they square off. Nice Hurricane Rana from Gargano. To the corner, and a nice front suplex. LA Knight getting up, Johnny Gargano letting him get up, wants him in that corner. And oh, face right into that middle rope as LA Knight will go outside. Johnny Gargano springboard, but nobody home on the outside. Quick break here as I'll just let you know, the Raw after Money in the Bank, Bianca Belair will open Raw defending her Raw Women's Championship. You got to find out who that'll be against in that episode, but she will not be defending her championship at Money in the Bank, but she will be defending it the very first Raw after Money in the Bank. So stay tuned for that one. Count of 2 on LA Knight and a kick out. So already a count of 2 on LA Knight here, as it's still Gargano and LA Knight in the middle of the ring, as Johnny Gargano's looking for the Gargano lock. He's got it locked in. He's got it locked in. Is Carmelo Hayes going to break this up? He's going to try to. I think LA Knight was getting out of it already before Carmelo Hayes got there, and that punch to the face actually busted open Johnny Gargano. So Gargano's busted open. And Carmelo Hayes, even though it looked like LA Knight might have gotten out of it by then, but he was coming to the rescue. LA Knight rolls out of the way there, kick to the midsection, punches to the face, midsection, and now a nice press there as LA Knight feeling himself. Johnny Gargano trying to crawl to Tommaso Ciampa while LA Knight's too busy taunting, but LA Knight will stop him down. Gargano still trying to just roll around, catch his breath, get up, but relentless is LA Knight. The kicks in the corner. Knight has Gargano up. Looks like he was trying to bring him to the corner for a double team move with Carmelo Hayes, but Johnny Gargano counters. Gargano busted open, needs to get out of this ring, needs to make a tag. As he stomps on LA Knight there. Let's see if he goes for the tag now. No, he's going to go for the cover. Carmelo Hayes is chilling on the apron. He's confident LA Knight's going to kick out, but it's a count of 2 and a kick out at 2.5 from LA Knight. That was a lot closer than I thought. And nice lion salt right there. Cover again. Carmelo Hayes still not coming in to break this up. 1, but now kick out at 1. Okay. So Carmelo Hayes clearly didn't see the need to break that up. Gargano in the corner looking for a super kick. He lands it. Super kick right to the face. Will he go for the cover now? I think he's going to go for the Gargano lock. He looks like he is, but LA Knight's going to counter out of this one. Pretty sure Gargano was looking for that lock right there. LA Knight with a clutch counter might have saved the match. LA Knight, nice slam right there. Is he going to make a tag? He will. Carmelo Hayes is in there now. Gargano still hasn't made a tag. He's been in the ring for a long time. He needs to make one. Is Carmelo Hayes fresh in this match? And there's a hot tag to Tommaso Ciampa. But Carmelo Hayes with a drop kick puts a stop to that right away. Gargano tired on the outside. This might be the time if Carmelo Hayes and LA Knight can capitalize. He's going for a nice suplex, but Ciampa gets out of it. And a backstabber to Carmelo Hayes. Tommaso Ciampa. Match looks like it's coming maybe to its end. A couple big moves already in this one. Lot of these guys are taking a beating. A lot of moves so far. Ciampa in the corner and a forearm right to the face. Gargano gets out of the way there, so it wasn't collateral damage. And to the outside, again this match goes. Yeah, all four superstars taking a good amount of licks. So big move might end it if the other teammate can't get there to break up the count. As we are on the outside, nice counter from Carmelo Hayes and flips Tommaso Ciampa and a running knee right to the face. Carmelo Hayes and LA Knight have looked good together. They've looked good really individually. You can kind of tell there's a little cues that Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano look like a more polished tag team, you know, hot tags and all that, and a nice TDT right there from the apron. Cover, LA Knight's getting back in the ring. He's going to break that one up. Good call from LA Knight. A lot quicker than Carmelo Hayes was when breaking up a count. As Ciampa goes to the ground and starts wailing on Carmelo Hayes now. See what Ciampa's got planned here, and he's working on that arm of Carmelo Hayes. Just really trying to tire these guys down. So what you got to do in the tag team, get your opponent tired, hit the finisher, and just hope your teammate can block the other person's tag teammate from breaking up the count. I mean, a lot of counts get broken up in tag team matches, but, you know, it's the whole point of the match. As Carmelo Hayes now on the attack. Carmelo Hayes working on the lower body of Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa trying to crawl back up in the corner. Carmelo Hayes is just going to work on the arm. No big move there. Just tire him out. Tire him out and wait. Carmelo Hayes, that nothing but net move has been so good for him in the future slam. Going for a quick cover. Gargano's not coming in. One. And a kick out at one. Yeah. Just a body slam. It didn't look like it was too much of a threat there. Carmelo Hayes eliminated Logan Paul with the nothing but net. And then he beat Logan Paul one-on-one with that nothing but net to clinch a spot in the Money in the Bank match. Tag into LA Knight. Nice counter from LA Knight. He's going for a spinning clothesline, but LA Knight ducked out of the way. And LA Knight now kick to the midsection. BFT! The BFT to Tommaso Ciampa. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Gargano's not there in time. And we've got new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Wow. LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes are your new SmackDown Tag Champs. What a match. And the SmackDown Tag Team Champions will both be in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. That is going to be interesting to see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like. We will see you in the next episode at Money in the Bank. Stay tuned for the next 30 seconds of this video. The whole match card for Money in the Bank is there. Thanks again for watching.